two new people today. Wife is the guest, and then Teresa is going to be our new part-time, I think, co-host. We hope she'll be
Mhm.
full-time, but whenever she can show up, she's definitely going to be a new addition to the channel.
I'm gonna pull some Leroy stuff. I'm gonna come some days, not come other days.
Okay, yeah.
You have
There
to
you
come
go.
with snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to bring your snack. She's already fitting right in. She brought her pizza and everything. What if I turn this light off right here? I can't reach it.
Austin, you turn this light out.
So how's it been, Teresa? How y'all been over there?
Good. Went and picked
Oh,
up
that's
some
not
auction stuff today.
good. Turn it back on.
I
Oh,
like that.
yeah, you might want to turn the light back on. That looks a little sus over there.
So, real quick, I want Teresa to tell everybody about the auction,
The dollar auction?
the dollar auction. That's what it's called, the dollar auction. There is a link below in the description, guys. If you want to go there, click that link. It's there. So, tell everybody about it, Teresa.
Okay, so we, a collective group of us in the Midwest, have started a dollar auction. It is on a platform. I'm not going to name the platform, but it is on a platform. It is, if you go to thedollarauction.com, you can go in, you can sign up as a seller, you can sign up as just a buyer. It is, everything starts at $1. So there's no, and that doesn't matter if it's a static auction. We only do auctions. There is no actual static listings. It is 100% static auctions. And then we also do lives, which everything in your live must also start at $1. So it is just thedollarauction.com. So we got jealous because some of the people that live south of us in Nebraska, they have actual Facebook dollar auctions, but we don't have them where we live because we live kind of in the boonies. I mean, not in the boonies. We're 45 minutes from the nearest big town. So we just decided, they got together and said, hey, let's start a dollar auction. So we started a dollar auction. And I will say we are climbing up the ranks pretty quickly on their leaderboard.
Yeah, it seems to be doing good, and y'all have had a few sales. There's been a few sales the last couple of days.
We
that I
have.
know.
We've sold, I think we've sold a total of like 15 things already. So,
Wow,
yeah.
that's awesome.
And other people's, we set our auctions to end sooner than some of the other ones. So they ended a lot sooner than some, but they're going there. Oh, Mary listed some. Good deal.
Yeah. I try and list a few each day, you know.
I will
Hopefully.
tell you, I have not listed any. I do our eBay stuff. The dollar auction right now is Corey for listing. So, but we are doing, so anybody that's interested in it and curious about it, I'm going to do a quick little plug. Friday afternoon, starting at 6 o'clock. I forgot to mute my phone. Hold on just a sec. Friday afternoon, starting at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, normal time is what we call it. The four of us founders, I keep using hands and I don't have my hands up high enough. The four of us founders are doing a raid train, starting off with us at 6, Inked Picker at 6:30, Resell the Ride at 7, and then Happy Heart Treasures at 7:30. So come on
Will
over
there
to
be giveaways?
thedollarauction.com. Are we doing giveaways?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe.
Giveaways. Do giveaways.
Tammy, do giveaways. Do giveaways. We probably will. I just have to stop and grab something from the dollar store
The
to give
best
away.
thing.
It's not $1 no more. It's $1.25.
I know we don't have a Dollar Tree here. All we have is Dollar General.
Oh,
And they have the same things. It's just a quarter cheaper because they still have the dollar aisle.
They do still have the dollar aisle.
really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same things you get at the Dollar Tree,
Huh.
but for a whole quarter less.
Well, how about that? Hmm.
I'm actually listing on there as we speak.
What you listing, Brad?
Stuff.
Brad's listing some fire stuff. He's got some Funko Pops over there.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some stuff should go live in about 6 minutes.
He
actually.
You gonna list some of your holiday ornaments on there?
I may,
did.
yeah. I don't know how soon, but yeah, for sure later in the year I will be.
I put some Christmas ornaments on there too yesterday, I think.
So the first day that we introduced it, we did a quick live, a Q&A session live while Corey listed a bunch of stuff. And that one we actually sold two Christmas things for sure. There was a set of Christmas ornaments that we sold. So listed on there.
Yeah,
Cool.
I have to do that. I got a ton. We sold a ton. We're in the profit on that buy, so that's good. Here, I'll be
Cool.
present. I'll be present. I was trying to list a couple more things there real quick.
Oh, trust me, I've been thinking about it because this usually while Corey is recording on Thursday nights for the Unemployed for a Living podcast, I am usually out here in the house drafting and listing. So this is strange for me.
Yeah. Well, this is probably like a good reseller topic to talk about because I feel like maybe it's just when you're in business for yourself, period. It's like even on your downtime, a lot of times you're kind of cheating and you're actually doing stuff. Like I'll show you what I've been doing this week. We've had so many buys of Playmobil and we've made our money back out of it and stuff like that. But ultimately what we wind up is just tons of little things like these hats.
Hey, I got some toothbrushes.
Yeah, I got some of those too. But like, literally, this thing is full. So at night, what I've been doing is when I sit in my chair, I've got all that stuff. I put a board on my lap. I got it all spread out, and I'm just trying to sort through. We've literally got a room of crap like that. And,
Sorry, that was for Shane. He said he was going to watch, but I'm here. So,
Our good buddy Shane.
yeah.
so Brad, do you sell those then? I missed that last piece because I was reading Shane's comment, but do you then look them up or do you just sell them in little lots?
No, we'll inevitably like this last load that we got. It had a ton of characters in it, and maybe about 10% of them were missing hair or some kind of hat or something that they're supposed to have. We got all that stuff, and then what we'll do is if after when we get the next load, we'll just do that. But if we have extra stuff and it piles up, at some point we'll just put together a lot of that stuff and sell it. Somebody will want it.
See, that's how I feel about Barbie stuff and Littlest Pet Shop stuff lately. I've had a whole bunch of Littlest Pet Shop stuff that I found in our death pile, our profit pile. And so I got tired of trying to look it up and sell it individually and, for $5 here, $4 here. So I just lotted the whole thing up and listed it.
Yeah. That last batch of Playmobil we got, I just quickly dug through and stuck all the figures in a box, and like, it's not a very big box, but there was like 160 something characters just in that box. So I can't imagine this same box that I put them in is filled up with those little hats. So multiply that by 15, and that's probably how many hats are in here. So
okay,
crazy.
Hold on. Chris, introduce who's with you. Since I already introduced myself, introduce who's with you. Has she been on before?
Oh
No,
yeah,
she has never been on. So this is my wife, Tammy.
Tammy!
we've heard about her.
You've heard about her.
And we've seen bits and pieces, kind of like Todd, like reaching in.
Yeah, kind of like Todd. Yeah. So she decided to join us tonight. I
Just
convinced her.
for
Well,
a minute.
just for a little bit. That's what she
Just
said.
for a minute.
She's
When she
hungry.
walks away, everybody just yell, Tammy!
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Oh, look who's here. He's hungry. He says.
Oh,
Look, he says he's hungry.
Leroy!
Roy.
Is the show taken over by the women? I guess goodbye. I'm
Yeah, we've been hit with an estrogen bomb.
I have two things to say. First, let me eat some of my bacon.
Hey, guess what? Hold on. I came right along with it. Look I had pizza.
We're just gonna start calling this eating at the bar.
Right. Back in the barn.
I appreciate you ladies. This is the first time I've had to I had to look at these guys all the time. Not anything in a mean way, but I have to look at these ugly guys all the time. It just puts color on the screen.
I'm having a Ricky Bobby moment where the guy's like, "You can't just say with all due respect and then just say whatever."
So I'll stop taking the attention. Hello, everyone.
Okay. Is it just me or did Brad freeze up?
Brad froze.
Tell him I love.
Look at his face.
Eric, there you go, Brad. You gonna pull on me, Eric, she said she loved the Forrest Gump socks. Eric, I got Forrest Gump socks from Eric. Look, Brad left
If
again.
Brad left. He'll come back.
if you can come across Boomhauer socks,
Oh my god.
that's
Boomhauer.
what you need. Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Man, I
Mm.
tell you about daggone man, like you're going on there, we're just
Yes,
dusting, man.
that's Chris.
No, it's not. This is not Pick on Chris Day.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
If I'm behaving, it's because I don't have to. This is amazing.
I'm only gonna be here for a minute, and then you can cut loose.
Oh, I'm gonna be here the whole show.
Yes.
Can you hear it? Great.
Mhm.
Good evening. Josh's Junk Shop is here. Good evening, sir. What's been going on, Leroy?
Man, I've been 100 miles an hour. You guys know me, like I'm always 100 miles an hour. Not about 100 miles an hour as Tim, but I'm 100 miles an hour. So, what did I do today? Went to Chesney. Got some stuff. There's a guy there. So can I say something for a few minutes? So there's a guy there that I've been looking up to. I mean, I've been doing flea markets for years, but there's a guy that I met down here. He has the setup. I don't want his setup, but very similar to what I do now. And he's a cool guy. I like everything about what he does. He's a real cool guy. So I invested like 3 hours today just hanging out with him. Like I wasn't like I felt like I was a stalker, but he knows me. Like, and then once we started talking, he wouldn't let me leave. But like I feel like that was still me investing into my business.
It is. You're teaching other people.
No, I was learning from him.
Mhm.
That too.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of it, yeah, you're right. You're Teresa, you're absolutely right. Like he was asking me questions when he realized like where I am. Um, and then we just started telling like, just like on this show, we tell eBay stories and reseller stories, and me and him, like I said, we do very similar. So we were telling stories, and he was excited. I could tell because he's like, "That's happened to you," So, but that's sort of what I did today. I went I went thrifting. It wasn't super busy, and I really got to hang out with this guy and sort of learn stuff from someone else that he knows I don't want to be him, but he let me hang out with him and I helped him tear down and stuff. So that's it.
So, Leroy, what are those things called that you go to?
So where you okay? So you're not out west. So out west, they're called swap meets.
Okay.
A
We
swap-
call them flea markets.
it's
Now that I was trying to think of the word, I couldn't come up with the word. So, did you
Yeah.
hear about our flea market story?
I have, but
We tried
Yeah,
to go to
flea
a flea market. I was really excited to go to a flea market. We drove all the way into town 45 minutes to go to a flea market. We did not get to go to a flea market. It was the weekend before. They only do it one weekend a month.
Oh yeah, I remember y'all talking about that.
if you guys
Yeah.
could find a good flea market, it would. If you see, I'm not gonna say names. There's a couple of YouTubers, and one of them I'm friends with, and I told him to go to flea markets. Oh no, Goodwill's the way to go. And then he started going to flea markets, and he crushes it. And I've been
See, the one that we have that's about 45 minutes from us, it's the only one that I know of. It has changed names. So it used to be called Benson Flea Market. Now it's called Black Market. But it's indoors too. So it makes it
yeah
even
yeah.
better. So it's
To me, I don't want to. All right, let's. I don't want to. I know, like Tammy's here, and I don't want to like bore you guys. But what?
I'm only
can
here
we-
for a minute.
I don't know how long. I don't know how long we're gonna have Teresa. I believe once in a while Teresa might show. So I definitely like to do a topic of the flea market stuff. Is that fair?
yeah.
Okay. So, we'll talk, Teresa, but I'll help you guys find one, and I'll look where you guys are,
Yeah.
and I'll do it the way I would do it
Yep.
if it was me, because I do Google searches, and
So
I
is
look
this to sell on them or to attend them to buy stuff? Because I don't think I'm interested in selling on them.
no
Not
buy
right now, anyway.
buy Bye.
Okay.
Eric said it's time for me to go.
No, he did not. He
He
just.
said
Eric
it's
said
time for
5
me to
minutes.
go. Yes.
Hi,
Uh,
Lisa.
so I'm going to Picken flea market Wednesday morning to sell. Me and Shane talked, and I got so much stuff of that stuff, those parts and
is,
stuff. He said he didn't have
is that
room for it.
the stuff that he was going to buy?
Yeah, well, I
Did
was
he
going
not
to give
buy
it to
it?
him. I was going to give it to him. He could have had it,
Oh,
but he ain't got. He doesn't have room for it, and I understand that. I seen him all the pictures. Well, half the pictures, and he looked at him, and I guess he's just like, "Wow, that's just a lot of stuff. I won't have the room for it." And so
buy another shed, Shane.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm actually going to take it. I'm gonna go ahead and take it Wednesday morning to the flea market, and it's gonna be like one of them things. Make me an offer on it, and it's gone.
Yeah.
You said they're all car parts.
Yes.
I really wish we'd have gotten a hold of. I tried to buy a whole trailer, like it was like a little snowmobile trailer of Bluebird bus parts.
Oh my
I
goodness.
really wanted it because one of the things was like $900, and he was only asking $750 for it, and he had two of those $900 things.
You
Oh
ever
wow.
you've heard of Arts Antiques? I don't know if you follow
Because
them
it's too
at all,
heavy.
Mm-mm.
but
They're
when
too
you get a
heavy to
chance,
ship.
and I can say this out loud because I don't care, but they're my good friends. Look up their store and see what they're selling. It will make you sick. Um, this guy does it part time, and he's doing odd parts like he does like BMW parts and stuff like that. He has connections, and he crushes it. I mean, I'll look at a store like 300, 200, 800, 300. That's one day.
See, the only thing I like to sell that comes out of cars is stereos. I can pick up a stereo and flip a stereo
Mhm.
like nothing. I have one on my back shelf that I need to list right now,
I
but
absolutely love them. If I can find them, man, especially the older ones. That way you don't have to worry about the code.
we
But
got even one that was just I think it was a Pioneer. So it's an aftermarket stereo.
yeah,
And we sold that for I think it was like $250.
wow.
Sure.
Yeah, the original ones go pretty high. If you can find the right ones.
I did about a couple years ago. I got not original. You know the old Sony tape players with a detachable face,
Yeah.
Yep.
brand new in the box.
Oh
And
wow.
also, if the stereo doesn't work and it is one of the detachable faces, sell the faceplate.
Yes, I bought them at an auction. There was two Pioneers and there was five radios. There was two Pioneers, two Sonys, and there was something else. And I paid like $40 for all of it. It was all brand new in the box.
Yeah. Red Cardinal asked if we test them or if we do sell them untested. A majority of them we do test. We have a power supply here in our eBay shop. And so I will rig it up with figuring out which pin goes to which and then hooking up our wires to it to test it. Sometimes we don't, but we've never had them come back. But we do, if there's stereos that require the 4-digit pin or whatever it is to get into it because it's an anti-theft lock or whatever. We have found a website that you can go to and put in the VIN number, serial number, whatever it is, and get the code for them so that they can unlock it.
Do y'all have a video out of showing how you test those radios and what you use to test them?
Nope.
You need to get on the Corey and y'all get a video out for that. That'd be a
Huh,
good idea.
can I ask a small question?
Sure.
Um, in EV Mux, right? So, uh, over to the comments, I see like the comments, and then there's like a search bar up there. I can't put a message in there.
No, I don't think you. I don't know. No,
How do I message through this? Do I have to go? I have to go on to my eBay app on my YouTube app.
I
Uh,
think so.
Brad, can I think he's got a message to go through the eBay app, correct? I mean
Not
the
YouTube.
YouTube app.
You
You
gotta
heard me.
unmute yourself, Brad.
Stop yelling at your wife and talk to us.
Yeah.
Tanya.
So you can comment if you click on like to the left of us right there. There's a thing that says layers, music, comments, banners. If you look to the top left, right underneath where it says Picken and Grinnin, if you click on the comment section, you can add a comment, I think, but it's probably going to show up as Buck Mountain Barn or Picken and Grinnin or
Can you
something like
see
that.
that?
Oh, I
Leroy?
don't even get the option to put a comment.
No, me too.
Oh,
Me
okay.
too.
I can send one in a private chat, but
I'm-
nobody can see that but you guys.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think it. See, that's what I don't. That's something about even mucks that I don't like is not everybody can put in chat unless they actually go onto YouTube and do it that way. Where StreamYard, you were able to do that. You know, type in the chat and stuff. That's one thing I don't like about even mucks.
So, Miss Tammy, how are you?
He asked, "How are you,
Oh, who?
Leroy?"
Hey,
It
I'm
was
good.
Brad. It was Brad.
Halfway.
It was Brad.
It's so nice to see you. Like I've seen you, so but it's so nice that when I came out, I was like, oh wow.
And I started to just come on with my big number 3 shirt and just sit here and stare at you the whole time.
So can we clear this up?
Yes, Leroy, clear this up for me.
Okay. So I'm not sure how we got here because I don't hate Earnhardt. Okay.
But you did not say he was the best.
But he's not.
But he,
No,
he was.
Oh, man.
He was.
Yeah.
I don't watch racing, so
He was
everybody's
the
worse.
best. And Leroy just broke my heart when he didn't
No.
even let his name roll off of his lips when
Out
he
of the
was
top
talking
5
about
drivers.
There's certain athletes that like I totally dislike. I never hated Earnhardt.
No,
I
you
don't know if there's anybody in NASCAR that I've actually like 100% hated. So just to clarify that,
Yeah.
I
Well,
definitely
just to
Marsha
make
agrees with you.
yes, just to make amends, and so we know that
Say you're
there
sorry,
are no
Leroy.
hard feelings. Next week, I'm going to need you to wear a number 3 shirt.
You better go source one on eBay. He's gone.
Come back.
I have not. No, I
You
have.
can draw a 3.
How's this? How's this? How's this? In the next 2 weeks, I will get something Earnhardt, and I will show you that I actually bought it. If either a car, either a pillow, either a shirt, something Earnhardt, will that work? Like I'm gonna prove to you.
Yes, that will work.
Okay.
Hold on,
And
Leroy. I'm looking to see if I got something in my eBay store that you can buy that's Dale Earnhardt.
I don't have enough money in my eBay store right now.
Hey, real quick. She wants to answer Todd's thing, but I do have something to say real quick. Today is our anniversary.
ick.
Hey, happy anniversary.
How many years?
11?
Ick.
Is that right? 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, 11. 11 years.
That's it?
Yeah, we've been together longer than that, but we've been married for 11 years. Yeah.
Corey and I just celebrated March 1st, 2029.
Golly.
You're trying to high five Leroy.
You got to do it down. You got to do it down here and have that Leroy.
It's a Brad Leroy thing. I feel like he's like just in the back corner, and we actually haven't high fived in a while. So whenever you do it, Tim, you got to do it opposite.
Oh, okay.
I was actually listening. I'm trying to.
So if it was me, we have to go like that. So we get me and Teresa, we got to go like this.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna.
It's
Down. You gotta go down.
it's the story
Shane says his anniversary was the 16th.
of lovely lady.
Happy
It's like the
anniversary.
Brady Bunch over here.
But anyway, as far as did he stop loving her today, y'all need to really mess him up and ask him who Tammy Wynette is.
Ooh, I know who Tammy Wynette is.
And
Ah,
what is the correlation to George Jones?
stand by your man.
The kissing.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble.
Who is Tammy Wynette?
Tammy Wynette was a female country singer that George Jones fell in love with. while she was still married and he was still married.
Oh Lord.
Ooh, scandal.
Because they used to sing together.
Yes, a lot.
Together.
Is that kind of like what happened with oh, what's his name?
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, Johnny Cash and
Yeah,
what was the
June
girl?
Carter. June Carter Cash.
June Carter,
He
yeah.
knows no country. None.
See,
Zero.
now
Johnny Cash.
I don't know
really is
much,
country though.
but I can tell you who Dolly
Cash
Parton
like
is.
No, Johnny Cash is
And Johnny Cash.
thing.
I've seen her before. I've seen Dolly before.
Oh,
Did
she's
he?
so cool.
He
Some
just
of her more
said
than
Johnny
others.
Cash is not country.
But he's
Y'all heard that, right?
I
This
don't
is what I
classify-
He said Johnny Cash is not country.
I don't classify him as country. I think he's in his own little category.
No, he is country. They
Well,
didn't play
What
him.
about Willie Nelson?
Yeah, who's
A
Willie Nelson?
pothead.
I know who Willie Nelson is. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Well, that's what hit when I
Down
saw
with him.
that he
You-
was smoking pot with
Him and Dolly Parton gonna go the same day.
Don't let her
No.
hang somebody about.
Back in
Don't
like-
mess with Dolly.
Back in the day, like Johnny Cash was like touring with Elvis and Little Richard and all those guys. So
I did in high school. I did a report on Elvis Presley. He had a brother that died.
You gotta come over here.
yeah. How many years you guys been married, Teresa?
What?
What?
29 this year. It'll be 30 next year.
Yeah, we just passed 30. So
I say it seems like freaking forever.
We'll have to. I'm not on speak. I'm not on camera, but we'll have to. We'll have
Strong
to.
signs.
We'll have to make a thing where, Brad has his wife if she'll come on, and I'll have my wife.
I don't think they can see that. It had to be in black marker.
We've been trying to get Tanya to come on.
All right, give
Breaking
me
news: Leroy is eating again.
Oh, what? Leroy is eating again. Breaking news.
No.
Fun fact: my dad got to play drums with Waylon Jennings once. My
Oh,
younger
that's
brother
cool.
is named after Waylon. That is pretty cool, Corey.
His name is Waylon, and my son's named after his brother because his brother's middle name is Eugene, and that's my son's middle name.
Ah. Yes, Mom. That is.
Is that
Mom
mom?
is here.
Hi, mom.
Hey, Mom, do you know who?
I don't
do you
even know
who Forrest Gump is?
Mom's here.
Because-
Say hi.
Hey,
You know
Mom.
what?
How are
You
you?
bet. You better behave now, Chris. Christopher.
And that's
Christopher.
Christopher.
Topher.
Look, Shane says I'm so bright. My mom could call me.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So speaking of which, so we only just started watching Shane. I mean, we've been watching Shane for a while now, but I just happened to go back to some of his previous pictures because I'm friends with him on Facebook. And I went back to some of his previous videos. Dude, he had like super short beard. He didn't have like the Chris beard where it's like clear down here. He had like, well, I can't say a Brad beard either because Brad only has a goatee, but yeah, he had a short beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a
Aw.
dapper young man.
I'm her favorite.
She's his favorite kids. That's
But
more
she
than
meant
one.
me.
That's
She
more than
meant
one.
me.
Is that a
She
typo?
meant me.
Was that a
No,
typo?
she meant Tammy.
Yeah.
It's always the daughter-in-law.
I think she was talking about me and Leroy.
I'm afraid of Chris's mom. I think Chris's mom would kick my butt.
Yeah, you should be afraid of Chris's
Yeah.
mom.
Because Chris loves his mom, and me picking on Chris, I think she would check me real quick.
Hey,
No,
listen.
She picks on Chris as much as I do.
I'm scared of Chris's mom. So, I mean, you should be scared of
Chris's
Chris's
mom has got it going on.
Oh, that hurt
Yeah.
my back.
Oh,
I gotta
don't
go.
I couldn't help it.
This-
Brad, can we make a song for Chris's mom, please?
We'll have to. We'll have to do that. Yeah.
Well, say
Yeah.
goodbye then.
All right. It was cool hanging out with you
Bye,
guys.
Miss Tammy.
Oh, you
I love
done?
you. Bye, Mom. Love you.
Well,
Bye, Leroy.
you have to do a better
Teresa,
job
it
of
was
straightening
very
Chris
nice
out.
to finally meet
She's
you.
gonna leave me here with all these guys.
You can handle them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got what it takes.
We'll see y'all later.
See you, Tammy. See you, Tammy.
Tommy! Tommy! Dale Earnhardt is the best!
This whole time I've been listening over on.
We know you've been ignoring us, Brad. I can tell because you ain't even staring at the camera. You're staring at your computer. I see your eyes.
Hey,
I
you
was
know what?
working.
We need to get Marcia on here.
Oh yeah, she's gonna come on one of those weeks you're gone.
What's that?
Because you don't want to be on with Chris.
No, I know there's going to be some weeks we need to fill in with a guest, and so I've already talked to her about coming on. So she's going to be coming on.
Yeah.
Hey, it can't be next week.
Next week, I will be.
No.
I'll be gone next week.
It can't be next week because I won't be on next week because
I
we're at
won't
Planes
be
to
on
Profit
either
next week.
Okay, well then I'll get her. I'll Marsha, are you listening? You want to come on next week?
Hey,
Brad?
first game next Thursday.
I got a couple other people I'll hit up. I'll figure something out. How about the week after, Marsha? You want to come on 2 weeks in a row, Marsha?
Oh, is the game on Wednesday night now? That's what I thought. She told me 27.
So
She said, sure.
yeah. So I've been using Vendoo and cross posting. I sold. This is the second thing I've sold. That hat over is the second thing I've sold just on Whatnot static listings this week.
Did you sell your Etsy listing yet?
No, not yet. Well, I haven't checked. I should check today. I haven't checked today. I haven't checked since this morning. And then I sold several things this week on Mercari. It's paying off. It just keeps going, and it's super super simple with Vendoo. So I'm gonna keep doing it, I think. And then the other thing is you can also, if you use it, you can actually download as much of your catalog as you want, and I can import it into District really quick. So,
But are you going to sell it all for $1 on thedollarauction.com?
Some of those, honestly, that's where those Funko Pops came from.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Is there a dollarauction.com?
Yes. Are you not paying attention, Leroy?
I hardly pay attention.
He wasn't here at the very beginning.
Okay, so real quick plug again for everybody else that's in here. Myself and Corey, Inked Picker, which is Alicia, Steve and Donna, which are Happy Heart Treasures, Resell to Ride, which is Jess and Zena. We created a website called thedollarauction.com. It is on a different platform, but I'm not going to name the platform. So if you go to thedollarauction.com, you can go to it and you list everything for $1. If it sells for $1, it sells for $1. But we have stuff on there right now that's up to, I think, $15, I think. So
I'm curious, Teresa. Why would you not name the platform?
because we own the website, thedollarauction.com.
Right.
So we want people to go to thedollarauction.com, not the other platform.
Hey, I see that now. Okay.
So so a little bit of explanation behind it. If you go to thedollarauction.com, you will only see the items listed on our website, on our store. If you go to the platform, you can still find our store, but you see everybody else's stuff. So we're on a beta version that allows your thing to be separate from the rest of it, but still part of it. So that's why we're pushing everybody to go to thedollarauction.com, because it is a website. It is linked to the platform.
Right now?
But
Tammy's typing it in right now and doing check it out.
If you go to thedollarauction.com, you will only see the items that are listed by the sellers that are on the dollar auction.
I'm trying to go on thedollarauction.com, but I have a problem.
What?
I'm gonna be totally real here, and I think most of you guys know this. Because of my learning disability, I don't know how to spell dollar.
DOLLAR.
And if you pick on me, I don't care.
I'm not gonna pick on you.
Not you.
Hey, but at least you own it. You own it. So
hey, I got 70 something items on there already.
I do better than most people that can spell. So
I got you a
I'm
copy.
okay with it. It's just like I'm trying to type.
There you go. Brad put it in there. Click on the link.
Yeah,
I got
click on
that
the link.
copy.
There's the link.
I can't.
But yeah, so can you not see it?
No, the link. Would you DOLL what?
DOLLAR.
Slow down.
I'm sorry. D as in dog, O as in octopus, L as in Lima, L as in Lima, A as in at R is in Romeo. I can't remember my military alphabet. Don't pick on me.
I
Yes.
got no, I got Dollar Tree. Now it's Dollar Auction, right?
Yes. A is in Alpha. U is in umbrella.
All right, hold on. I'll do it another time because wait, I see it. I see it. I see it.
I see it. I see it.
Oh, it worked.
But
It did
so
work.
the benefits of doing the way that we're doing it is anybody that's on the platform, if they have a website, it's redirected. Well, when you go to run ads, Google, Facebook, Instagram, all of those that run ads, they don't like redirected websites. So because we have the dollarauction.com, we can run ads and run people directly to our website versus not being able to with the platform.
Nice. And so once you're there, is the interface the same as it is as if you
Yep.
go to the other place first?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
so, but like the search engine, if you search there, is it going to show all the marketplaces?
Nope. It
Just
will only show the stuff on the dollarauction.com.
Yeah, it
No.
only shows. I just looked it up, Brad. It only shows dollarauction.com. You just have to sign in
Yeah.
through because I did it through
Now,
Google,
now
and it went straight to the dollarauction.com.
I may do the
Yep.
same with mine.
Yep. And you can go to the platform. We still show. So if you're on the platform and you search for something or you search for the dollar auction, it will still come up. It's just if you're on the dollar auction, you won't see anybody else's platforms. Or the way we kind of talked about it today when we were on our way back from my auction place is the website or the platform is a mall. Inside the mall are a whole bunch of little stores.
The dollarauction.com.
But with the dollarauction.com, we are our own store, but we are also part of the mall, but not in the mall all the time.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
as far as JP, I was in the Army.
That explains.
Sorry.
That explains. That's a good way of looking at that. Because it just takes you straight there. Because I googled it and I actually like how it pulls it up because it shows if there's any bids on the items or not. Where if you go to the platform and you go through there, it doesn't show that. You have to click on it.
I'm a
Here, you
little
don't
upset
have to
I
click
wasn't
on it.
invited to the dollarauction.com.
Well, Leroy, if you watch our videos, you know about the dollarauction.com.
Leroy's been under a tree for a week.
I've been on
It's okay. I forgive you. But yeah,
if you
so
could talk to the co-owner and tell
what?
him, if you could talk to the co-owner of it and tell him that
Which one? Because there's
I only
5 of us.
I only want to
No.
deal with 2 of them.
7 of us.
I don't want to deal
There's
with
You don't want to deal with me?
I only want to deal with 2 of them.
What 2?
You and your husband.
Oh.
Are you gonna
Oh
sign
no,
up?
but see, we each bring our own thing. We each bring our own thing to the dollar auction. So Corey's the marketer. So he does all of the marketing. That's his background. Even when we ran our own online shop, he ran our marketing. And then we have Jess Resell the Ride, who she is an online seller, a live seller
Don't do that. I
pro.
could give you a
So
link and give you $5.
yeah.
No, let me.
So,
we'll start with
let me-
another one, and I'll give you
Let me,
$5.
let me clarify just to make
Yep.
sure that I'm doubly sure. So if I go through that link, it's like it's I'm sure it's going to look basically the same, but is
It does.
is it literally like a different interface than the other one?
No.
It's like the search.
It is identical search. The website and everything looks just like the other platform. The only difference is you can't access other people's store.
Okay, I was just wanting to
Other
double check
people's,
that.
yeah. So like Shane, I'm going to do Shane. Shane has the Crooked Spine. If you go to the dollarauction.com and you search for sci-fi books or Crooked Spine, you will not find Crooked Spine in there.
Right.
But if you go to the platform and you search for the Crooked Spine, you'll see the Crooked Spine. If you search for the dollar auction, you'll see the dollar auction.
Yeah, those
Will you
weekly. Go ahead, Leroy.
Will you guys ever say the platform, or you trying to?
I'll tell you backstage.
Yeah, I would. If I had to put all my money on it, I think I know.
Yes, it is probably the one you're thinking of
Yeah.
that some of the other people are on as well.
Yeah.
It's just that we're trying to differentiate ourselves
No, I
from
love it. I
the
love
platform.
it.
We
I
want
love
them just like eBay. eBay, when people buy from you,
Yeah.
they're buying from eBay. They're not buying from Grams and Pops Vintage.
Yeah.
They're buying from eBay. Whereas we want to be, you're not buying from the platform, you're buying from the dollar auction.
I love it. I feel like I have so many questions and I don't want to like that was like trying to be an easy question,
You're
but
welcome, Shane.
So is there?
I'll just call Ivan myself. But anyway, so
Shut up!
I'm being silly. I'm being silly.
So
I'm being,
I was gonna say those weekly meetings I'm supposed to sit in on.
We've never been to one.
That information was probably
Because
shared through those meetings.
Brad, you have you have a thing on the platform as well.
Yeah.
What is yours?
We all
I know
do.
you sell the little people, but what is the name of yours? You're
Oh.
not going to tell us?
Okay. Playmoville.
It's just Playmobil?
Playmoville. Like
Oh, Bill. Like
VILLE.
VILLE, like as in like Jacksonville?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
I I think you guys are brilliant.
That's not me. I'm not taking, I will tell you, I help some, but that is not me. Like I'm primarily right now our eBay lister, which I have done before anyway, but a lot of this is the other people and Corey. So I don't want to take a
know,
whole
but
lot of credit
you
for
guys
it.
are brilliant. Like I'm listening to you, and I was just being silly. But I'm listening to you. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, because what you're doing and saying, listen, this is how you find me. You find me thedollarauction.com. That's it. And
Yep.
and we'll talk because there's so much around this right now that I want to say.
Leroy needs one of these. But yes, it's the one piece is it is a beta. So the version that we're doing is a beta.
What is a beta?
So it's not
Yes.
released to everybody. We're a test group for that. But it does cost money every month. The one thing that I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but no, I'll just keep that. No, just because
We
I
don't-
don't know if the one
Yeah.
piece of it that they're going to implement, if it's implemented yet or if it's not.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know, don't say it yet.
yeah, so
We
I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. Like I said, we're going. If you're interested in watching us, Leroy, Friday afternoon at 6:00 Central Standard Time, which is normal time. Go to thedollarauction.com, and we're having a raid train of the 4 founders of the dollar auction. So we will be doing a raid train.
I have
That's
more
gonna be
questions.
cool.
I have more
Yep.
questions.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I have a super
Is
question.
this interview Teresa Day?
Yeah. Well, just we got to get this out of the way up front, so
Okay.
so next week we can just talk, or the week after we can talk about whatever.
Yep.
Hey, gosh, dang it, Wolfman. I'll get to that question in a minute, Teresa.
Holy cow.
Good Lord, he just paid you.
Chad.
Man, Chad.
He paid your
Holy
subscription.
Hey,
Thank
do
you
I
so
get a
much,
cut of that
man.
now?
Yes,
Only-
yes, I'll give you $8.
I'll give
I'm just
you.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll give
Yeah,
you. Chris is going to give you 50% of 20% of 10%.
Of nothing?
All right. Let's see. Let's.
What was
give
your
you-
question?
Just a second. We gotta get Chad taken care of.
Oh.
here.
Holy
Let's see,
cow.
how about-
Corey, they all got quiet.
Can I hold on? Can
That's
Not
definitely
that
the wrong thing.
Here it is.
I don't know if this
Hold on. When you look at that picture, one of those chickens looks like it is a 2-headed chicken with
It
2
probably
legs
is.
and 2 heads.
Hey, so when I was doing the AI stuff for those, I would tell it what to do, and this is how you can know AI is just not as smart as people think it is. Because, like, I would tell it to like give me a cow smoking a cigarette and blah blah, and like the cigarette would be coming out of its ear, and just like crazy stuff.
But yes, when he plays that again, the wolf stands here in the middle, and when you're looking at your screen, look at the chicken that's right down here on the left-hand side of the screen. It looks like he's got 2 heads with 1 body and 1 set of legs.
I should show you the out.
it does. Can I?
Leroy, what was you going to say?
So I'm not sure of all this because I'm very brief in this, but that message says awesome guest, and from what I know,
Oh, well, let me show people.
we're gonna have Teresa at least once a month, right?
Yes.
Yes.
If not every Thursday, as long as I can make it work.
Yeah.
We're not going steady yet.
No. We're not
No,
no. We're not
because-
Facebook official yet.
Look,
We're not Facebook official.
we're just not ready to put a ring on it right yet.
I just feel that like I don't know if I'm stepping my boundaries because I always do,
No.
but like I'm excited. Like this is
Good.
awesome. I'm so sick of this, you guys.
Well,
Oh.
I let it slip. I didn't let it slip. And is that for me?
No, he's mad at me. He's mad at me.
I let it slip. I didn't let it slip. I just flat out said it in Shane's live the other day that I was going to be on here. So
Teresa let me hang. Left me
It was
hanging.
no big secret.
You're going the wrong way, knucklehead.
yeah, other side, Chris. Other side. This side.
Always do the opposite. When you're looking at the screen, go the opposite way. You wanna go.
Chris, use your left hand.
You're in
Your
telling
left
that.
hand. Other
See,
side.
I'm learning.
Other hand.
It's on my.
Dude, you could never
There
be-
you go. There you go. Tammy, talk to my hand, Tammy. Talk to my hand, Tammy. Other.
Teresa, you need to let them know they may not put a ring on it and they may not fully commit, but they cannot get the milk without buying the cow.
I'm not even going there. What nope, not going there.
Do you know
Bye,
who
Shane.
you know who the Georgia Satellites are?
Who?
The Georgia Satellites.
Nope.
George
No, Chris?
Satellite? Who's that?
The Georgia Satellites.
Am I supposed to know who they are?
Got a little change in my pocket
Hey,
going.
going jing-a-ling-a-ling.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know the song. I just don't know who sings it.
Anyway.
no, I don't know that
All
one
right,
either.
so back to my question. So
Yep.
you guys had a not Printify. What's the place? What's the website? The one that lets you do your own market.
Like our
Shop-
t-shirts and stuff. Oh, Shopify. Yep, we have.
Shopify.
So we used to. I left my corporate job because I have an accounting background. I left my corporate job to work with Corey, and we had a website that was called Shop Tiny Houses. And so it was what eBay frowns upon. I would say they probably frown upon, but we were a drop shipper. So we never touched our product.
Yeah.
We sent an email off to a manufacturer and said, hey, send this to this address, and they bill us for it.
Yeah. So my question was when you came into beep and started talking about doing your own marketplace.
Yep.
I'm sure on Shopify, like your market is your market. It's not really linked to anybody else's market.
Correct.
All right. So did you guys carry that knowledge into district and ask that question, or was this something that you asked about to begin with?
No, they actually brought it up to us when because Corey was chatting with them and they brought it up to him and said, hey, we're in this beta version of this. Are you interested? Because there are a couple other ones that are already currently using it. So
yeah, I assume
they offered it to us and we talked with our group about it and they said, yep, that's what we want to do. And with Corey and his marketing background, knew the whole thing of the redirecting of websites.
Yeah.
Said this is probably the best thing. So
yeah, we do. We've got several redirects with our church and stuff. So that's something I'm intimately aware of. I just didn't realize that district. Oh shoot!
The platform.
Almost said the bad word of the night.
I know.
But yeah, I didn't realize that was something that was even in the works or was an option. So it's just
I think it's just minimal right now. I don't think they've rolled it out to everybody just because they're trying to see how well it works.
Yeah.
The hard piece for me is the platform is all about community, but we just took ourselves. I mean, we're still in the community, but we also took ourselves out to be, our own community as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of like for them, I think it kind of makes sense because they've already got the they've already got the interface in place, the process
Yep.
payments, and everything that
Yep.
goes along with running a platform. I think for them, I think it's a really smart move, honestly.
It is.
Yeah.
And the piece for me is, to go out and build your own website. If you were to go out and do the same thing, you have to handle, because you're selling to all 50 states, and outside the country, whatever, you have to figure out how to handle that sales tax and stuff like that for it. And that's no fun. So I'd much rather have it on a platform that handles every piece of that for you versus trying to figure that out and all that. So.
Right. No, that's great. That's awesome.
Could we talk about something else?
Yep. What do you want to talk about, Leroy?
You and your husband.
What about us? We
So
have not unalived each other yet.
unalived is like
Unalived is what they say on all the platforms, all the social media stuff, because you cannot say that I KILLED him.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, most people know who you are, know what's going on, but
Yep.
could you just talk about your event that's coming up?
Oh, Planes to Profit. I'm so excited. It's 1 week from today. I'm so excited. We get to meet so many new people this time. So Planes to Profit is a Midwest reseller meetup. It is hosted in Omaha, Nebraska. We are completely sold out. So FYI, if you plan on going next year, watch for tickets to get released in October, November timeframe, because this year they sold out super fast. They sold out way faster than I thought they
Would you
would.
do
But
100?
no. Did you say, would we do 100 or how many?
Did you do
No,
100?
we have 40 tickets.
40.
That's it, 40. The reason we do that is because it's more intimate. That sounds so weird. It's more intimate. But so part of the stuff that we do is we rent a party bus and we go on a thrift crawl. So we're going to the Goodwill bins. We're going to a place called, I think it's called Forever Yesterday. It's just it's a super cool thrift store that's in a basement where they used to have a roller skating rink.
Oh,
So the
cool.
walls for the roller skating rink are still up in there.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And then we go to one other one, but I can't remember it. But it's just a get together of resellers who don't, are in the Midwest. I can't even say they're all in the Midwest because we have people coming from down south and
Really?
this way and this way. Like,
So, how quick did you guys sell out? Like a couple weeks, huh?
no, I would say we released tickets in October and we were fully sold out in January, I want to say.
That's awesome.
The end of January.
How
So
do you guys?
it's, like I said, for me, we've been to 2 reseller meetups since we started reselling almost 4 years ago. I think it's almost 4 years ago. And the thing that I notice about them is you get to them and the people you really want to talk to or that you really want to meet, they're busy in their own little, what I call a clique or a group. And so you pay money to go to this thing and you don't ever get to meet them. Hang out with them.
I get to meet you.
We did meet you. I met you in Cincinnati.
I know, it was amazing. Like, you guys were so cool. You guys came up to me and you were like,
the dog catcher.
I'm sorry?
The dog catcher.
Yeah.
That's all I know of Leroy, because that's all Corey used to say when we watched the Reseller Information Network, was he talked about being a dog catcher.
I'm not a dog catcher. It's the
I know. But so we did it this way so that it was more of, you get less people, and at night after we're done with whatever we do during the day, I'm pretty sure we had like 40 people sitting down in the hotel lobby, just hanging out and chatting with each other. And, it's not, I didn't get to see so-and-so, you're chatting with everybody that's there.
You don't do anything at your axe place?
No. You can come throw axes if you want to, but.
Did you ever think about that? Like, just.
Yes, so we didn't just because, so where we're at, like I said, where we're at is, what are you guys laughing at? Anyway, so where we're at, we're kind of out in the boonies. The closest place to us is 45 minutes away. Okay. And so we don't have, and the only thing we have in the town that's close to us to source in is we have 1, 2, 3, I think 3 or 4 Goodwills, to St. Vincent de Paul. So we don't have like the big.
So it's not near it. That's
No,
the meaning
Yep,
of
yep.
being.
Nope. We are not near it. So we drive. It's the sport. That's the truth.
So we blocked
So
this
we
guy.
drive. We drive.
No.
It'll be a 3-hour drive for us to go to Omaha.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But the best piece is I get to hang out with my daughter for a whole weekend because she is our videographer. So our youngest will be on the party bus. She will have the GoPro. She will be recording everything that's going on. And she had a blast doing it last year. So she actually took off work from student teaching to be able to come down with us and do it again.
Cool.
So
that's cool.
Hey, shout out to Chad's mom, Chad Wolf. Hey, Mom, you got an awesome son. Just wanted you to know.
I'm sorry he's putting you through this abuse, though. Brad said
Yeah.
it. This is mom abuse. I apologize.
you're the only one we abuse, Chris. It's okay.
Yeah. I get enough of that one sitting right over there. I don't need to get anywhere else.
Yeah. So it's fun.
Well,
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm excited you're on, Teresa. I got somebody
Thank
sparring
you.
with now, so it's going to be fun.
Are you saying Chris isn't a good sparring match?
Yeah, he is. He is in a different way.
Leroy's got whatever he's eating in his beard.
There you
I
go.
just knows that.
There you go. There it is, boys and girls.
I don't eat food.
That's funny.
Maybe we need to switch it the other way around. Only put the breaking news thing on when Leroy.
When he's not eating?
Yeah.
Mel.
So,
That's
Teresa,
right.
do you have any questions for us?
No, because I watch you guys every Thursday night anyway. So
And I want you to stop being mad at me. I don't really. I used to.
why am I mad at you?
Because I used to watch everybody, and now I watch nobody.
See, I am very picky. I am very, very, very picky on who I watch. Like I don't. When we first started reselling, I watched everybody. I watched the Crazy Lamp Lady. I watched, some other people. Sorry. But I quit. So there's only certain people that I watch, and those are a lot of people that are like in our group.
Yeah.
So I'll watch Chris's, I watch his, I watch Chad's, I watch Resell the Ride, I do still watch Lonnie and Candace just because they always give good
I
information.
started off with them. They were like,
Did you?
Yeah.
I like watching Lonnie and Candace.
Part of my crowd. Sorry, go ahead, Leroy.
Actually, the first person I ever found reselling, and this was a while ago, was Lindy Glenn.
Who?
Lindy Glenn.
Lindy Glenn.
Oh, is she the one that had the bin store
Yes.
that failed?
Yes.
Yeah.
But she was real about it.
Yep.
Wait, did it fail?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. There's multiple stories that come out on it, whether it failed or whether her landlord screwed her over or, whatever the case may be. But
like most things, it's probably a combination of things.
yeah, I was going to say, I mixed her up. So we had some whatnot drama. And I mixed Lindy Glenn up with the whatnot drama lady.
Oh, Nicole.
And
yeah.
Yeah, her. And so I felt so bad because I was like, oh, I swear they were the same one, but yeah, they are not the same one.
Yeah.
So
She was the first one that I ever saw. And the first person I ever met was Josh.
Josh, Harry Tornado.
Yeah, because we live in the same. We live an hour and 20 minutes away from each other.
So then isn't Harry Tornado in the same city as Shane?
Yeah.
So you don't ever go visit Shane either? Leroy's like, I don't even know who Shane is.
Hold on. Shane met me when I was in
Nashville?
Shane was up at that show, right? Chris, that you went to? The one I had my friend.
Yeah, the 50-mile yard show. Yeah, Shane was there. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
meet
we
him.
saw Shane there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So part of my criteria for my videos is they need to be a certain length because I put them on while I'm working or
Listen
packing,
to them.
and I do not want a 10-minute video. I need at least 25 to 30 minutes. And I've tried watching Chris, but then he goes and does things like this if it'll show up. I don't even know if it'll show up.
It's not. What's he doing? Oh,
He's multi-saluting. Look at that. I mean, he lives in the South, white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Come on, show up.
When I first
that's
started,
funny.
I did a podcast morning show for almost 2 years.
Who'd you do it with?
It was a guy called Mo, my buddy Mo. He's resell a niche.
Mm.
Um, the show it's still on YouTube, but he went and switched his job. But we did shows forever, like waking up every morning at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock to be on a show for 3 hours.
So I have to do a little quick plug.
They've
We
been
just had the highest thing sell on the dollar auction.
oh, cool. What?
It sold for $21. It was some Masters of the Universe vinyl,
Yeah, I saw those.
whatever that was. So anyway, sorry.
Oh,
I'm getting notifications on my phone as I'm sitting here.
I
So
wanted to be excited and tell you. Did you hear about my Furby?
did you get a Furby?
Girl, I got a Furby and I sold it for $1.50.
I had a Furby. Hold on. Now you're going to make me challenge. Oh, I don't know if I can find it. I did too. I'm pretty sure I had one that was, gosh, what? Maybe I only sold mine for $100. You want to see my new thing that I bought today?
No, but I want to know if it's the same Furby because then that means we're like sisters. Well, I'm not a sister.
Hold on.
Hey, Leroy, if you'd have put it on that dollar auction site, man, you probably would have got more than that, about $1.50 for it.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to figure out. I don't know if I can go that far back on my phone to find it. So,
So it was a Furby buddy of
oh, I've had two. The most recent one I sold was the Furby Target Special, which was the Jester Furby. So he has like the Jester hat, and I sold him for $100.
yeah.
Let me look at.
I'll send you guys a picture on Instagram.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking back on my other orders to see, because I know I sold another one that was in the box. I just have to wait for my website to come up. That was in the box. Come on, computer.
So while you're looking for it, my buddy, he watches the show but he doesn't comment. And he saw that I did mine and then he had some toys. He does storage units. He looked through his Furbies. He found the Furby that he had. It was used, right? But I guess there's not a lot that have blue eyes.
Yep.
And he sold it for $90. He listed it and it sold within like an hour and a half. But
So
again, guys, don't go buying Furbies. Don't go buying Furbies thinking you're gonna get.
Yeah, don't do your research first.
Yeah, because it's just like Cabbage Patch and Garbage Pail and like, oh my God!
You're so
Oh, Tammy.
Hold on, I gotta do it the right way. Damn,
You gotta come back, Tammy. Tammy, you gotta come back. Hold on, we got Tammy to come back.
Yeah.
So did we guilt her into coming on?
Now she just got back from her mom's,
Yeah.
and yeah, we did guilt her, but they took the blonde out of her hair today. My blonde bombshell is gone, and they've given her this.
There's nothing wrong with that. At least it's not purple. Leroy.
Leroy's frozen.
He is frozen.
He's perpetually
I
saying,
almost fell off my chair.
That's funny.
Oh.
Whatever, Leroy, way to sell.
I tried to add him back now. You come on back, Leroy. You froze up on us.
So Tanya, right?
Tanya, yes.
This is my Tammy.
Tammy.
Me
Tanya.
and Teresa's got this Brady Bunch thing going on.
Oop, I gotta look down.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at that yet. We try and do that on our videos. If you ever watch our videos, Corey and I always try to, because we do split screen. So
Spatially, how far apart are y'all?
You gotta go back.
Yeah.
So he stands right here
Yeah.
That's
with that behind you,
Back
and I
somewhere
sit
across
right
the
here.
chair.
So y'all are pretty close. Okay.
So
All right.
I could reach over and smack him while we're sitting there.
Gotcha.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm sitting, he's standing.
Did you
So
see
yes, we're super
see
close.
Janet's comment, TTNT.
See? Now, I just have to teach everybody to spell my name the right way, though.
Yeah.
I don't have an H in my name. There's no H. I'm not of Hispanic origin. That's how they spell it if you have Hispanic origin. So, Leroy.
Leroy. T and T. JP.
See, that's so now that you say that, so I have two sisters
Fine.
and we all start with T. So Tara, Tanya, Teresa.
Man,
So
my mom
when we
would
were
fit with that. She's always called me by my uncle's name and everything else.
see
But
when we all had a name. So, my name is Teresa, but I was Tanisa and Teresa and Terrera all the time growing up.
I've always been Tanya. So
My wife's
Oh.
Samantha.
See, you spell it where if I read it, I would read Tanya.
you would think so.
yeah.
But no, because there's a lady that I used to work with at my corporate job that she spelt it Tanya, and she went by Tanya.
Tanya, yeah.
So and my sister spells it Tonia, so she is strictly a Tanya.
Hey, I'm Topher also.
Christopher.
Yeah, my kids call me Topher.
Really? They don't call you Dad?
No, call me Topher. They've called me Topher for as long as I've known them.
Is that because they're the milkman's kids?
Because of what? What'd you say?
The milkman's kids?
I didn't
Yep.
say that. Teresa
That's
said
exactly why. Yep.
See, we give the brother that's right below me, he doesn't look like any of us, so we always tell him he's the milkman's kid. He gets mad when we do that, though, so.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they got stuck.
Leroy disappeared. Come on back, Leroy. You froze up.
Yeah, where's he at?
He gave up now. He just figured I'm not coming back.
Hey, so the funny thing was, like, earlier when I froze up, like, on the screen, I'm moving, everything's going fine, y'all are doing it, everything, but it was, so maybe Leroy still thinks that everything's going great on his end. Come on
How are
back,
y'all
Leroy.
doing that? Y'all disappear.
I don't know. I guess you turn off the camera.
Ooh.
But you can still hear me.
Let's play musical chairs. Everybody shut off at a different time and we'll.
Hey, something happened to Leroy's computer. It's been my computer. My computer's shut off like 3 times in the last few days. So,
Do you have a Dell or a
I think
HP?
he got a Mac. I think he got a Mac.
I have a
Yeah.
MacBook.
I got an HP.
But I have a MacBook that is my laptop, but my computer at work is a Windows computer. So the whole command whatever, then when I go to work, it's control whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I am always mixing them up.
Yeah. We use all Apple at the church, so I'm pretty used to the switch at this point. Yeah.
See, Corey has an Apple. He has an Apple iPhone, but he gets mad at me when I try to send him files because I am an Android person. I don't want an Apple. I don't want an iPhone. I like my Android. And so I can't send. Did you just look over at your wife?
No, I was reading what Wolfman Goodies was saying.
Anyway, so I'm an Android person. So
Todd's
you
got a
look like
question for you,
type of
Teresa.
John.
So Marcia, I have intentionally not done that to you because I was for sure you'd probably heard that 1,000 times.
Oh, see, my comments went away.
Marcia.
Am I always 90 miles an hour? No, not always.
Corey.
Sometimes she's 100.
I had this today, so yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw.
No, I'm
No.
usually not. I'm usually pretty mellow, laid back. Shut up, Corey.
What?
I am.
I clocked you at 85 with gust up to 140. So
So, but see,
I think
things
that's
like
what
this,
the wind is doing here right now.
things like this are my only interaction with people. So, my only other interaction throughout the week is with Corey.
So tell me you're
So-
a reseller. Tell me you're a reseller without telling me you're a reseller.
That. Yes. No, normally, I mean, I go in my spurts where I'm la la la. At garage sales, I'm really la la la. Like I'm a lollygagger though at garage sales. Corey's I'm in and I'm out. I'm not. I got to go in and look at everything.
Yeah, he gets mad at me because I'm always looking at everything, and he's ready to go. So
Yeah, my
I'm
family
ready.
don't
Our
like
first
going. My family don't like going to thrift stores with me either because they're in and out, and I'm in there
so's
looking at
Corey.
everything.
We stopped and on our way back from our auction pickup. We stopped at St. Vincent, the new St. Vincent de Paul in the town that we go to, and I was looking around at stuff, and he's like, "I'm done already." I'm like, "Did you look at the shirts to find?" Because the last time we went, we found a whole bunch of Harley Davidson shirts for like $5 a piece. So I'm like, "No."
I'm like, this is taking forever.
So So the funny thing is so not only do we resell Monday through Sunday, we're resellers as our primary job, but we do own an axe throwing and escape business that is our weekend job that we hang out at. So that's my chance to list and whatever, get my other social interaction. I can tell you pretty much anything about a person before they leave my business. Like I have families that come in and I'm like, oh, so, I see they have to put in their phone number and their email and everything to sign up. To fill out the waivers, and I see their phone number and it says 402. I'm like, oh, you're from Nebraska? Where at in Nebraska? I have family in Nebraska, and what are you doing to school up here? And when was your first kid born? How many grandkids do you have? I ask all kinds of questions.
So
Tammy
part of
Smith
my
sounds like me.
part of my impatience is strategic because in this rural area we find ourselves in, there are not really very many good yard sales.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to be the one to be like, walk out with nothing and be like, well, thanks for letting us look. So I get to the car quickly and I leave her with that. That's her responsibility to tell the people,
See,
well,
that's Corey's responsibility. As we're walking away, he's the one. I'm always like, are you going to say it? He's always like, yep, thanks. Have a good day.
I'm already in the car, leaving her holding the bag. So.
Not me. Not me. Not me. Very seldom am I the first one out of a garage sale. I am usually the last one. But the thing is though, is if you're at a garage sale and you make nice with the people, Leroy just froze up eating. Sorry. If you make nice with the people at a garage sale, they're usually more willing to give you a deal. Like, be nice to them. Unless Corey's big thing is for garage sales, if it's a guy running a garage sale, he absolutely hates it. He would much rather go to a garage sale that's run by ladies that are sitting up there, not guys.
Oh, I would too. Guys are much less forgiving on prices. So
What's a black cat that Wolfman's talking about?
Black cat, firecrackers.
cool.
That's the only
cool,
black
cool.
cat I know.
That's what I was thinking, but maybe it's not.
Yeah. No, when I was when I was young and I first started working, I worked for an interior decorating company doing carpet and hardwood and everything, right? And so the guy that I worked with, he said our very first job, this is what he told me the first day. Our very first job when we get there is to make friends with the customer. If you can do that, everything else we do is going to be a whole lot easier. So you're on there.
My son works for a company that installs above ground and in ground pools. During the summer or during the winter, though, when it's slow, because we live in South Dakota, you ain't digging in the dirt in December. They install pool tables and like sports, pool tables, shuffleboard tables, all that kind of stuff. And he's done that before too, where he'll be really friendly with the person. One guy gave him a whole bottle of whiskey or rum or something when they left. He's like, here you go.
Say hi to Leroy, Tanya.
No, hello, I can't read anything.
Yeah.
Leroy
saying you want to say hi to him.
Leroy's only in the chat because he's lame.
His laptop's acting up. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Another person to block.
Mr. Sadie. Hello. How you doing?
We're nice to Tanya. We like Tanya.
Yeah, y'all can't hurt the person that makes all the money for us. Come on.
So Tanya, curiosity. So you guys work together. Do you each have your own separate roles in what you do, or do you both share the roles in what you do?
I do most of the listing, and he does all the shipping. So
See,
And
From what
organized.
I hear, Brad's a
organized.
slave driver. That's what I hear. I
then
hear
you can
Brad.
call Corey a slave driver too, because I do most of our listing.
Oh, so
But
Brad's a slave.
we pack together because that's actually something I enjoy doing. I like packing stuff. So when we get stuff in the mail, Corey's not allowed to touch it because I have to be the one that unpackages it and opens it. That's me.
Yeah, she's more of a free spirit, so I have to do all the organization.
Yes.
So it's
So she just takes pictures and gives it to you and says, "Here, put this away."
no, she even
No,
puts it away.
yeah, I put it away and everything, but
But I gave her a barcode system to do it
yes,
with.
Yeah, but you guys have way more littles than what I do.
yes,
So
yeah.
Yeah, that's if we were just doing bigger stuff, it really wouldn't be
so
that big of a deal.
in all those boxes back behind you, those are all Playmobil.
Probably
Probably most of it.
99% of it, yes. And that's
That's got to be a lot of things in each one of those, knowing that they're like little people and
well, so the bankers boxes are like typically bigger things, and then
gotcha.
we have those. Let me grab one of those.
Yeah, he likes to organize everything and have it all separated into categories and
Because I don't
Hold on,
know.
sorting and stuff.
before Brad can show us that, we've been asked, Tanya, does Brad's Dolphins floor mat smell funny?
I've not sniffed it.
Once she heard what you did to it, Todd, you think she's gonna smell it? No. We have these.
Oh,
little,
so you use like the shoebox thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like those racks, I don't know if you can see back there.
Yep.
Like, they're 4-foot racks. They'll hold 3 of those bankers boxes like side by side.
Yep.
And then at the end of each one of them, it'll stack 2 of these. So we're just trying
Gotcha.
to utilize all the space we can. And then we got like
Gotcha.
we got a whole rack of these too. But yeah, I mean,
They're
like,
only stacked like 2 or 3 high, right? Because we have some of our totes along the top of our thing that are like the totes that are like this big.
yeah,
They're the longer ones, but they're the short ones, and I hate those that when they're stacked more than one high because they're so heavy and whatnot, so awkward to get down. So
yeah.
Yeah.
We have some
Brad,
of
how
those.
many items do you have in your eBay store then?
That's probably up around 3,600 to
Probably
somewhere between 4.
that's it.
Probably,
36.
yeah, it sells really quick. So,
Not on my end, it doesn't.
But yeah, I take all the pictures, do the drafts, label them, put them up, and then
Do you ship out in those bags or do you reuse your bags?
okay, so like these, well, that's not a good example. But like this one, we will take the item out of it and do it. But we keep all these little we keep these size bags just to put stuff in, and we just grab it, throw it in a box, and pack it. So,
Gotcha.
and we kind of have to because it's there's like I don't know
Too
if
many
you
parts to lose.
there's like some
Yeah.
little items in there. Yeah. So, but like for example, this is a multi-quantity thing.
Yep.
So we'll yeah, but a lot of them have these reusable little baggies, and we'll just since it's
Those are called Ziploc baggies, and I need to do investments in Ziploc.
yeah, I did that because these are so much easier to open. So yeah,
I have a problem.
the ones with the zipper, just invest and get the ones with the zipper if you're going to reuse them over and over and
See,
over.
but I don't like those ones.
Tell me
I
why.
don't like them.
There's got to be a
I
reason.
just don't like them. I don't know. Part of it is sometimes when I go to put stuff in them, that zipper takes up spot. So you can't fit it in because the zipper's there.
Well, we got 4 sizes of Ziploc bags, so just use a bigger
Brad, are
bag.
you OCD?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
That's why you're so organized.
No, actually, I'm
Chris-
a 1 on the Enneagram, so I'm a perfectionist.
You're a
This is-
1 on the what?
The Enneagram. You don't know what the
What the heck
Enneagram
is that? No.
If you're going to be my sparring partner, you're going to have to.
Oh, so I got to go take this test?
You should. No, an Enneagram.
How do you spell that? Oh, Brad locked up. Or was it me that locked up? Nope, Brad locked up.
Brad locked up. All right. Yes, Chris is in his house instead of the barn. We got internet issues down at the barn. The coolest thing that you have found or sold this week, Teresa?
Um, what is the coolest thing that I found this week? I I don't know. I found a lot of cool stuff because I just got stuff at my auction. So I showed you guys that ring, but backhand. This too. It's like a mirror. Oh, look at that. You can see my computer and see all you guys. It's just a mirror. Like, but it goes for quite a bit of money. So I don't know if I have anything specific that would come to mind.
Right. Weird. I don't know. I haven't found anything because I ain't been sourcing.
I source
Oh
every.
wait,
I
I
source.
did go. Well, I went sourcing last Friday. Last Friday is when I went sourcing. But as far as selling weird, um, I will say this: if y'all watch my video of when I picked up all the, the refrigerator filters and stuff, I've
Yeah.
sold two of those already. The vest, the Callaway 3XL vest that I got for free in that haul, I listed it. I cross listed it on Poshmark yesterday, and it sold in an hour for like $40. So that was a pretty
Cool.
good deal.
Cool. Yeah, we
So
did. I guess yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So we picked up um at two separate garage sales. We picked one up a while ago, and it took me a while to list it, and then the other one we picked up recently. But it's a lamp, but it's like a clear resin dog. Like the one
yeah,
that we sold was like a black lab, and the other one that we have is a golden retriever. But they're super cool. I don't know who makes them or who they're made by or anything, but we did sell that for like $50,
wow.
49.
Brad,
Hey,
anything cool or you found or sold this week? Let's see. What was Wolfman's questions
I'm
again? I'll
gonna
put it
take
back.
it.
I got to put it back up there. Here it is right here. He says, what's the coolest thing that you have found or sold this week?
Oh,
So for us, it is personally, you can pick what you want, but for me, it's we found this spray wax. What's the name of it? F1, FW1, or something like that. But we found like 12 of them, and so it's like a multi-quantity listing, but they sell for around $20 a pop, and we sell them in. They usually sell two together. So yeah, we make
Oh,
about 40
books.
books
The
for Hertz
books.
books. Yeah.
The only thing.
okay. I was wrong. Corey told me the right thing. I was talking about the dogs we sold, but I got to talk about the dogs we found today. Do
Those are
not pass
dogs?
these up if you see them.
They're dogs?
They they are dogs. I don't have batteries
Hold
in
on there.
them,
Hold on. Show them again.
but I have this one. This is an older version, and this is the newer version. So
What?
they are speakers. Okay, you can take me off. Okay, thank you. I don't like being up there big. So they're speakers. They're made by Hasbro. They are also by they're Hasbro slash like Nintendo, not Nintendo. I don't know what it is, but they're called iDogs. They are speakers. So they have the speaker in the back, but it has a spot right here. This one's right here. So you can plug in, a iPod or whatever. And
Wow.
this one has a hole on his side that you can plug into. But this one is $50. This one is $44, and I paid $8 for both of them.
Nice.
Really?
Yep, at St. Vincent de Paul today. So,
Huh. I've never seen
yeah,
anything like that. Are
that's
they
my third
Bluetooth?
one. I sold
Are,
one before. Let's see if I
are
can
they,
find
are they
that one.
Bluetooth at all?
Nope, they are not Bluetooth. So you actually have to plug in like an iPod or, you could plug your phone into it if you have the headphone jack
Yeah.
thing, but they're not Bluetooth at all. But this little thing right here lights up.
Yeah.
And then this is like it's like a little tail. But if you push this, he roughs, and this one actually goes up on his hind legs. So they're super cool. But yeah, that's the third one. I bought one before and I sold it shortly after I got it.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I can find it.
Lisa knows what the Enneagram is. She said I should have everybody do it and report back next week.
I don't know what that is.
I see. I had
What is
it
it?
right there.
Yeah.
It's a personality test. It's
Yeah.
going to tell me I'm lame.
No,
Wait
it's
a minute. How
not.
do you find that again?
Look up ENN. Whoops, I got a ENN.
Hold on, I got to unlock my phone. ENN Enneagram
Sorry.
test.
Yeah, Enneagram test. I spelled it wrong. I was spelling that INN whatever.
So like I've had to do several of those personality profile things. This is actually the best one. It's like when I read it, it's like somebody somebody tapped into my brain to figure out how it works. Also figured out kind of like the weaknesses associated with my personality type. So kind of how to get
They're
around.
Yeah. So these iDogs they're Hasbro/Sega. Now that I think
Sega?
about it, but my last one, Sega, Sega Genesis.
Yeah, yeah.
The last one I had was purple. It looked just like this one, and it came with his bag, and I sold him for $70.
Nice.
So don't sleep on iDogs if you see an iDog. Not a seeing iDog. Like if you see an iDog, don't sleep on it.
That's the one
Yeah.
if I can hear.
Tanya's heading out.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Yeah,
Nice meeting you.
Nice
Lisa.
meeting you.
Lisa knows what the Enneagram is. She says you might be a 7.
I'm a 7,
Yeah. Maybe.
but I'm not.
She said you might
FYI, I'm not really outgoing. Like if I see, I won't go up to people. I used to make Corey. I've gotten better about it, but I used to make Corey go out and ask people to make deals at garage sales. I'm like, go up and see if they'll take this for it. Go up and see. But now I kind of do some of it myself. I'm gonna have to take that when I get done.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Does
It's
it
a
just tell
long
you
test.
if like you're outgoing or quiet or
No, it's more thorough than like some of the other kinds of those things that are out there. Like it tells you how you are and how you actually interact with other people on the Enneagram as well.
That's right.
So like if it helps you see honestly it helps you see the strengths in other people and not think of like something about them as a weakness necessarily. It might be
Yeah.
their greatest strength. You're just not, but actually it'll help you just understand yourself better if you're into that kind of stuff.
Well, if it helps me understand Corey any better, then I don't think I want to take it.
Corey
So-
said it was only suitable. He said he took it and said error.
Yeah, so like one of the things for me, like one of the reasons Tanya can like honestly list just like so much so quick is because she's as far away from a 1 on the Enneagram as she can be. Like me, I'm so like the details matter and all that stuff, and you can't be like you can't be one of those like Dave, ADH Dave, how he can list like 4,000 things a day. It's because he's not a perfectionist in any shape, form, or fashion.
That's me too.
Yeah, so it, like
So
me,
maybe I will be a 7.
I get hung up on the details, so it's like, everything's got to be, but the great thing about this thing is like, it kind of like clues me into what makes me tick. And so I can kind of turn that part of me off if I need to.
Can y'all hear my heater kick on?
No, can you hear my fan on my computer blowing like crazy?
No, but my heater just kicked on behind me and it's super loud for me.
Did I hear Alicia say that y'all y'all are in like blizzard conditions up there?
We're not, no. So Lincoln, which is about 4 hours away from us, they got like, I think they get some of the areas down there, Omaha, Lincoln, they got like 7 inches of snow. So no, not us. But hopefully it's all gone before next Thursday. It's supposed to be 70 next Thursday though. So
dude, I've been walking around in t-shirts here for the last 2 weeks because it's been like 65 to 70. And
I wear sweatshirts 24/7, 365.
I walk out and it's like 40 today. Yeah, so Upstate Picker said perfection is the enemy of progress. That's true, but here's where like Tanya and I working together works out really well. She's the furthest the thing from a 1 on the Enneagram as can be. And if I had to like rely on her system to be able to like store our items and find them, I would be cussing mad every day because I couldn't find stuff. But because I am a perfectionist, I can pull everything. I can pull 15 items in about 5 minutes. So
So do we. See, when we come out to pull in the morning to go ship, I go grab everything. And then I set my stuff aside that I'm willing to pack, and I leave all the super big stuff and awkward stuff for Corey to pack.
make him just do the hard stuff. I got you.
You couldn't pay my wife $1 million to live in South Dakota. So it's not cold right now. Today it's actually really nice. You could just be a snowbird. You can come up here during the summer when it's, crotch, whatever, soaking wet hot because of the humidity, and then go back down south in the winter.
I don't know, John. She probably would not like Florida unless she likes humidity. Florida's got it's ate up with humidity.
South Dakota has really, really bad humidity too. Like we are you're soaking wet by the time you get done during the day. But
really?
Oh yeah. It's like to the point where you walk outside and my glasses will fog up from coming in from the air conditioning to go outside. My glasses fog up.
Only humidity was in the south.
No, we have it super bad here. Like in the summer here, it's super bad.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Yes.
I
know out in Arizona, they got that dry heat out there.
But see, I lived in Arizona for 6 months. So I lived down in Arizona from August to February while I was in the military because that's where I went to school. And right. I wore sweatshirts the whole time I was down there. Like it's dry heat. It's, you don't get sweaty. You just bake.
You get in the shade and get cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lived in Arizona for about a year or so. I lived in Glendale before the stadium was built, like in the early 90s, mid-90s, somewhere around there.
Did you say California?
No. Well, I lived in California, too.
Oh.
I lived in Arizona. I lived in California back in the 90s era.
So, JP, as far as been out to the Black Hills, I've been out there like 3 times in my entire life. And it's only 5 hours away. So, if you get a chance, go out and check out Mount Rushmore. Check out the Badlands. Check out all of that stuff out there. You'd be surprised if I'd wear a sweatshirt. I'd probably wear a sweatshirt down there, too. I do here.
So it's 8:30 here.
It's like, it's only 7:30. Come on, you can do it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's getting close to my bedtime.
It's not your second nap.
I gotta sit down and watch a little bit of TV, and
I gotta go do my listings for the day.
Yeah, I gotta do some listings.
So, before we go, remember the other day I was so excited about that shirt that I got in the mail?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has holes in it.
Yeah, I know. I seen that.
You said that the other day. Yeah.
But I think it'll still sell because I went and looked at the other one and it had holes in it too.
Oh no.
So.
Oh, the one that was listed.
Yep, the one that was listed had holes in it as well. So I'm hopeful.
Corey said, "Good show despite the low energy guest." John listed a mailbox $300 today.
What kind of a mailbox? Hey, I sold a mailbox for $10 the other day.
Really? Not $300?
Yeah, on the show.
Oh,
the one guy ordered it from us.
Wow. All right, you ready? Let's see.
You ready? I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey,
it was JP. JP did.
And Teresa, real quick, what y'all got? Y'all got anything coming up over there on your channel this week?
Not that I know of, other than, like I said, not on our channel, but if you want to check out thedollarauction.com, sorry for the plug. Friday, we're doing raid train from 6 to 7, 6 to 6:30 to 7 to 7, like till 8 o'clock, I think. It's like 2 hours because there's 4 of us running for a half hour each. And then I think some of them are talking about doing a raid train again on Sunday. But yeah, if you check that out, we drop videos once a week on Wednesdays. And next week, watch for good fun videos. Not next week, the following week after, because they will be Planes to Profit videos probably.
Awesome.
Are you gonna be like the new Kevin, just shilling your stuff the whole time?
No, Just this time. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, take advantage of the opportunity while you can. Oh, we got one super chat, Chris, before we go.
What?
I said we got a super chat before we go. So
Oh, John, thank you, my man.
here we go. There you
Jeez,
go.
he goes forever.
He does. So well, he wouldn't shut up. He just kept going. So I just let the thing go. But no, I'm going to be on. I think I'm on Cat's show, not next week, but maybe the week after.
Cool.
So
Oh, really?
Is that the one with Rod?
yeah.
That's
You have to
awesome, man.
You have to shoot us a message and let us know what night that is, because I'll go into it. I usually watch hers if I know somebody that's on that
Yeah.
will watch.
That's
So
one, it's one of the shows I worked. I worked to that show because it lasts for a couple hours. Yeah.
We went Tuesday night. It had Scott and Flippin' Ain't Easy on. I think it was.
John, no,
Yeah. No, wait a minute. Who's Flippin' Ain't Easy is
that's John.
yeah, that's
come
John.
on.
Yeah. It had
Yeah.
Scott, Bearded Picker, and him on Tuesday night. That was an interesting show.
Yeah, they both know
All
their
right.
stuff.
As far as me goes, well, we got next week I think we're still going to do the working live on
That
this channel.
Tuesday? That's
Yes,
Tuesday, right?
yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Just had to
And,
make sure, because Wednesday I'll be trying to cook supper for my kids because they're coming out for our family night. So
Nice.
and that's going to be at 1:30 Eastern time is when it starts. So
I gotta find stuff for Corey to do.
right, getting some work. But right now it's going to be on this channel. As soon as we come up with a name and stuff of what we want to do with it, we will be putting it on another channel.
I got an
And
idea.
also-
I'll catch you backstage. I had a couple ideas.
Okay. All right, everyone. Hey, I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. And we'll see you next week, guys.